mods for Fallout 4. These weapons are so sexy that I got kicked out of my local library for pressing my dick against the computer screens again when I was doing some quote-unquote research. Yeah, they're that nice. Remember, if you're playing on Xbox, to keep an eye out for this bubblicious bitch over here, as that's an indicator that that mod featured is available on your console. For those of you playing on PC, go ahead and put your girthy penises back in your pajama bottoms, because all the mods featured are available to you all as we do all our mod reviews on the PC version of Fallout 4. Now go ahead and dip your ball bags in a bowl filled with squishy gummy bears, and let's get to Averagebaters, baby! At number 10, we've got Kuzey 9, America's Worst by XXAss. This mod adds the Kuzey 9 to the world of Fallout. This gun is a mix of a Thompson, an Uzi, and a Tech 9. It's literally what scholars might call the perfect child. I don't know about you guys, but I would gladly adopt a child if it looked exactly like this gun. Is that a weird prerequisite for caring for a lost child? Yes. Yes, it most definitely is. But Kuzey-shaped children just hold a special place in my left kidney. That's the kidney that I use for caring for Kuzey-shaped children. So now you all know. This weapon looks incredible in the game and truly fits the world perfectly, with custom meshes and textures that make it look very realistic, and a style that seems like it was designed in a post-apocalypse with the spare parts from other weapons. This weapon honestly looks homemade, which makes this weapon look and feel incredibly immersive in Fallout 4. However, whoever it was who made this weapon is pretty awesome at making homemade weapons. Honestly, if I had to make my own weapon in the post-apocalypse, the best thing I could come up with would be a bag filled with angry jellyfish. Oh, you want to steal my shit, do ya? Huh? Well, you just wait 1 second here while I grab my bag. You like that, bitch? You like that? You like that, bitch? Can you taste that? That's the jellyfish of justice. It's palpable, isn't it? There are also 3 custom variants of this mod that can be found throughout the world space. How do you acquire this weapon and its sexy legendary variants, you're probably thinking in your brain muscles right at this moment? Well, this weapon mod actually comes with its own mini quest that starts as soon as your character reaches level 10 or higher, which is a fun and immersive way to acquire this beautiful submachine gun. This weapon also has a ton of attachments, so you can really change it up if you want to tickle your creative ballsack. There are 5 receivers, 5 rail sights, 3 normal sights, a flashlight, 3 stock options, and 2 muzzles, including a silencer that's made out of a pop bottle. Now that's some real MacGyver shit right there. You can polish off a 2-liter, then just tape that shit to your gun, like a very environmentally friendly hitman. I rate this mod 1 kid hate fucking a watermelon with his mouth. I will eat you, and you will die, watermelon. At number 9, we've got Aquila by Vigvam33. Now this mod adds a new sci-fi rifle to the Commonwealth. It has all its own meshes and high-resolution textures, and oh boy, those textures look so good, don't they? Those textures just look like they'd go great with a big bucket of fried chicken and a half-eaten bag of potato chips, don't they? Oh yeah. This laser rifle also has a unique design that will give you the impression of a futuristic laser rifle. This gun was either designed in the future, or it was designed by extraterrestrials with giant heads and tiny bodies. This is likely the type of gun E.T. would have used to blast Elliot's fucking face off if he turned out to be an asshole at the end of that movie. Boy, that would have been a twist, eh? Shit, no one would have saw that coming. I mean, I can see it already. Elliot would just be sitting there waving to him after he and the alien had just finished touching tips, and E.T. would disappear into the foggy spaceship. And just as Elliot and his friends turn around and are about to leave, you just hear a little alien voice say, "Surprise, motherfuckers!" And then E.T. comes back out of the mist with this laser rifle, guns blazing, and kills everybody. Boy, that would have been a weird alternative ending, wouldn't it? But I kind of wish it was a thing. Now this beauty also has a few different customization options to choose from as well, including 3 models of sights with zoom settings, 9 reticles for each of the sights, and 9 materials for the basic model and sights. It also has some really cool looking skins to choose from. These are definitely the most unique looking skins I've ever seen on a modded weapon in Fallout 4. They just look stu-fucking-pendous, don't they? Now, if E.T. wanted to get his long, penis-shaped fingers on this weapon mod, then he would have to find it in the world space just like you. This mod can actually be found east of the Boston Mayoral Shelter. Now, this is an incredible weapon mod, and I think it's awesome that someone added a sniper-style futuristic rifle to the game, as that's the type of weapon we don't see a lot of in Fallout 4, especially in terms of mods. So this is a must-have addition to anyone's playthrough of Fallout 4. I rate this mod one of the deadliest spiders on planet Earth. He's not like other spiders. He doesn't use venom to kill his victims. No. This spider strangles his victims to death. That's what I call one sick, twisted fucking spider. At number 8, we've got the Enfield by XXS. This mod adds a Enfield to the Commonwealth along with a small quest. The quest will start once your character reaches level 15 or higher. It has all its own custom animations, meshes, and textures, and just looks incredible in the game. Some of the ammunition required for its more unique variants can be crafted at the chemistry station, like the battery ammo and the .303 rounds. It also has a ton of customization options, which really give each variant a whole new look and feel in the game. There are 5 receivers, 6 barrels, 2 stocks, 3 sights, 2 loads, and 2 cheek pads to choose from. It also has multiple skins to choose from as well. It even has a Canadian flag skin, which really makes sense because if my Call of Duty experience has taught me anything, it's that the standard issue rifle for Canadians in World War II was the Enfield. And to think, my history teacher thought I was a fucking idiot. Yeah, she used to tell me every day just before a class, she would whisper, "You're a fucking idiot, and your parents never loved you." I guess it wouldn't have hurt as much if it wasn't for the fact that I was homeschooled. Boy, oh boy, those were the days. This rifle is a truly amazing addition to Fallout 4. It feels and looks immersive, and its abundance of customization options and different animations make different combinations feel like entirely different weapons. This is definitely a must-have weapon mod in anyone's playthrough of Fallout 4. I rate this mod one baseball player who thinks baseballs are gross. Ew, gross. Oh my god, it's touching me. Oh, it's touching me. Get it off, get it off, get it off. At number 7, we've got the Elysium AK by FX0X01. For those of you who don't know what Elysium is, it's actually a movie starring my boy Matt Damon in a dystopian future where the rich live on a really cool space station just outside of planet Earth. Matt Damon, that little scoundrel, uses a customized AK-47 to blow the tits off of a robot who thought he was tough shit. That is the weapon that this mod is based off of. This mod adds the Elysium AK from the movie to Fallout 4. It features all its own custom meshes, textures, sounds, and animations. A weapon like this gets me so worked up I almost need to fart to calm down. But I don't, because I like to live dangerously. Now, if you want to get your hands on this puppy, then there's a small quest you can do to acquire it. And after the quest is complete, you'll be able to craft this AK at the chemistry station. This weapon mod has a few customization options as well to give it a little variety in the game. It's got 5 receivers, 2 magazines, 2 laser settings, 6 damage modifiers, and 4 ammunition types to choose from. Now when you pump up the damage modifiers and throw on some explosive ammunition, just touching that trigger will make anyone within earshot get an immediate puckered butthole. This mod fits in really well to Fallout 4. Honestly, it looks just like a normal AK that was modified slightly to give it a more futuristic style and function. The AK fits with the lore of Fallout, and this type of AK is a very immersive addition, as a lot of the weapons in Fallout have been modified or changed to a degree throughout time. This AK gives you the impression it was modified and not made. I rate this mod one lady who's never seen fire. Hey there, buddy. What do you got there? At number 6, we've got the Cryo Lance by Nero. This mod adds a completely unique concept weapon to Fallout 4 called the Cryo Lance. The Cryo Lance takes the cool parts of both the cryolator and a railgun. This weapon uses advanced refrigeration to condense large icicles from moisture in the air, and then uses magnetic induction to fire them at incredible speeds towards anything unfortunate enough to be on the business end of this bad boy. And if you don't know what all that fancy words means, it just means that it makes shit really, really, really fucking cold. Now, the Cryo Lance is mostly a ballistic weapon. However, there is a cryo damage component that bypasses virtually any defenses. It's even better than the crane kick from the Karate Kid. Needless to say, Johnny's pride wouldn't have been the only thing hurt if he took a full dose of Cryo Lance to the cranium, because he'd be fucking dead, and LaRusso would have been on the hook for murder 1, which he probably would have served some hard time, because let's face it, it'd be really hard to convince a judge you accidentally smuggled a Cryo Lance into a karate tournament, and then accidentally shot your opponent in the face during a karate match, and then accidentally teabagged his frozen lifeless body in front of 200 confused spectators. But I digress. This weapon can be tuned at a weapons workbench to improve its cryo damage even further. Unique to most science-based weapons, the Cryo Lance can even be suppressed with a special add-on, so you can ice blast someone right in the penis without alerting the neighbors. Now, because of its unique and complex nature, the Cryo Lance is a rare find within the wastes. However, it can occasionally be found on specialty weapon vendors at or above level 25. It can also be found as a legendary weapon above level 30. And if your intelligence is high enough, then you can actually craft this bad boy at the chemistry station. It has a fair amount of customization options as well, including 3 barrels, 2 foregrips, 2 grips, 4 add-ons, 4 sights, and 13 skins to choose from. However, in order to acquire all these beautiful skins, you'll have to download the additional skin pack from gumroad.com/Nero. I rate this mod one guy who immediately regretted getting involved in sports. Go ahead, play soccer, they said. It's not a violent sport, they said. Bullshit! At number 5, we've got the Lair, aka the laser-assisted electrical rifle by the Rizzler 1. Now this mod adds an electro-laser-based weapon to the Commonwealth. It gains bonus damage against robots and power armor users, as well as the ability to shut down or paralyze enemies with critical attacks. This mod kind of reminds me of a cheetah trained since birth to cripple and attack robots and power armor users. Now, aside from hitting people with a long stick with a vicious robot-hating cheetah duct taped to the end of it, this weapon mod is the bumblebee's knees at beating and crippling robots. Also, it has its own custom meshes and textures and just looks amazing in the game. This mod also comes with tons of customization options, so you can change up the look and style to suit your character. There are 10 receivers, 10 barrels, 4 stocks, 8 sights, 3 bodies, a bayonet, and 8 skins to choose from. The Lair is a relatively rare weapon. However, if you want one to call your own, it has a chance to appear in the hands of railroad agents, synths, and vendors that sell Institute lasers, as it has been added to the respective leveled lists. However, acquiring it that way will only get you the factory skin version of the weapon. Now, the factory skin is good and all, but if you really want to impress the old ladies in your water polo class, then you're gonna want something a little more fucking special. Well, then this is your lucky day, because there's also a Goss weapon skin and a well-worn skin that can be found on legendary enemies. Still not shitting happy little turtles? Well, don't fret, because you can also unlock various other amazing skins for this weapon by finding magazines that have been hidden throughout the world space. I rate this mod 2 ladies who just found out how much money they could save on their car insurance by switching to Geico. At number 4, we've got the Lightsaber by D. Magnus. This mod brings the iconic weapon of the Star Wars franchise to the Commonwealth. That's right, if you're a Star Wars fan, this mod will tickle your dick, because now you'll be able to use a lightsaber in the Fallout universe, which in some ways kind of feels like it fits into the world. All I'm saying is you can slice up a raider like a samurai with this melee weapon and not feel like it's ruining your immersion. The mod author did an excellent job bringing this new type of melee weapon to life in Fallout 4. The custom meshes and textures suit the world perfectly, and the sounds and animations would make any hardcore Star Wars fan go from 6 to midnight. This weapon has a ton of customization options and plenty of different hilts to choose from. D. Magnus recreated all the hilts you might recognize, and so many more. He even included some of his own original concepts, which all look really cool. So really now you'll be able to roleplay as a Jedi or Sith if you really want to in Fallout 4. Honestly, I feel like if I were a Jedi, I would be the one Jedi that gets the defaulty lightsaber that couldn't cut through shit, and I'd have to do my own sound effects just to fit in. Vadoom! Fadoom! Crackling noise. Vadoom! I also think I would make a terrible Jedi because I would constantly use my force powers just to pants people in public. Hey Yoda!
Remove my pants, you did. Pissed I am.
All of the hilts can be customized, and they're all available in one-handed and two-handed variants, so you can choose how many fingers you want on the hilt at any given time. Are you a 10 or a 5-fingered kind of person? That's totally up to you. Now, if you want to acquire this delicious dandelion of a mod, then you can craft it at the chemistry station if you got the right supplies. I rate this mod 1 kitten who's being robbed at finger point.
I'll give you whatever you want, just don't poke me, okay?
At number 3, we've got the Caravan shotgun by Deadpool2099. This mod adds a remake of the classic over-under shotgun known as the Caravan shotgun from Fallout New Vegas to the world of Fallout 4. It has all its own custom meshes and textures that make it look so good. So very good. Oh yes, oh you naughty bitch. Ah, who's got a sexy wooden handle? You got a sexy wooden handle, don't you? Yeah, you fucking do. Oh yeah. Too far? My bad. It's just whenever I see craftsmanship like this, I get all hot and bothered. This mod also has its own custom animations to really make you feel like it walked out of New Vegas and just jumped right into Fallout 4. Its stats are almost the same as the double barrel shotgun, but the damage is 30% higher. And if you can't do the math on that, don't worry, you're not alone. I also shit my panties a little when numbers pretend to be words. The Spark Note version is the Caravan shotgun is beefy like a beef stew. It's so strong, in fact, it would blow the nipples off of an angry person who had big floppy nipples. But it's also balanced, so it doesn't feel overpowered. Now, you will be able to find this weapon anywhere you can find the double barrel shotgun, as it has been added to the same leveled list. Now, if you're the type of person who doesn't know where to find a double barrel shotgun because looking and walking is the kind of multitasking that gets you belly deep in a sewer drain somewhere, then don't worry, because 2 of these bad boys can be found in Bunker Hill. This shotgun does have its fair share of customization options as well, including 6 barrels, 3 stocks, 2 muzzles, 2 sights, and 3 simple paint jobs. Now this is a standalone weapon mod, so it should be compatible with most anything since it uses a script to add it to the leveled list. Now if you're the type of person that really liked Fallout New Vegas, then this is definitely a must-have mod in your playthrough of Fallout 4. I rate this mod 1 person who likes to push on people's noses. Look, I'm squishing your nose.
Hey, stop that.
At number 2, we've got the MTS 255 Revolver shotgun by Expo Alt. This mod adds the MTS 255 Revolver shotgun to the Commonwealth. Favored by the gunners, this Russian-made hunting shotgun features several variants to adapt to your preferred playstyle. It has its own custom meshes and textures, as well as its very own custom firing sounds for each ammo type. There are multiple modifications for this weapon to really make it look and feel any way you like. There are 4 receivers, 6 grips, 12 barrels, 12 sights, 4 ammo conversions, and 8 damage modifiers. It has so many different customizations you can mix and match until your eyeballs turn all crusty and red, and you still wouldn't have seen all the different combinations. You can make everything from a handgun all the way to a sniper rifle. It's just got all the goodies you need. You can even give it a long, girthy barrel and a tiny handle, so everyone in the Commonwealth will assume you have a big floppy penis. Now, if you want to find this weapon, it can be found throughout the Commonwealth and can be obtained from certain vendors. It can be acquired primarily from members of the Gunners faction, but also has a chance of appearing on the Brotherhood Soldiers, Legendary Raiders, and Diamond City Guards. There are also 4 exclusive legendary variants to be found on unique boss enemies throughout the world, some of which have rare uncraftable modifications. The names of the 4 unique variants are Flint's Fury, Sarge Jr., Layla, and the Reaper. This is an excellent mod that should be a must-have addition to anyone's playthrough of the game. I rate this mod that moment you realize you may have parked your car on an airport runway. Yeah, I get that, officer, but there weren't any signs saying I couldn't park there, alright? And at the number 1 spot, we've got the Service Rifle by Deadpool2099. This mod is a remake of the Assault Carbine and Service Rifle mod. This mod will add the Service Rifle from Fallout New Vegas to the Fallout 4 Commonwealth. All of the assets are made from scratch, so it has its own custom meshes and textures, as well as its own custom animations that really make this weapon feel unique and realistic in Fallout 4. This mod combines 3 Fallout New Vegas weapons, the service rifle, the assault carbine, and the marksman rifle into one fully customizable weapon. That's right, you can smush them all together like Play-Doh and make yourself a Frankenstein firearm that's strong enough to blow apart anyone's butt cheeks. Now, every part of this weapon is separately moddable, meaning you can achieve any visual look or performance you want. Every part of this mod was made completely from scratch, meaning that it is no longer compatible with the old assault carbine and service rifle patches or add-ons. However, you can still use both mods at the same time. Now, if you want to acquire this delightful killing machine, then fret not, as it will start to appear in the world space at level 10 or higher at vendors or on raiders, gunners, or Nuka World raiders. This gun has a ton of customization options, and unlike the original assault carbine and service rifle, this rifle has a much deeper customization system. Each attachment has a unique appearance, and most of them were made from scratch. Stats of this rifle will also vary from a weapon weaker than a squishy penis to one of the strongest weapons in the game. It also comes with stickers, paints, and high-tech attachments that require magazines to unlock. For the paints, all you need to do is find the vanilla magazines. However, the magazines that will unlock the stickers and high-tech attachments, those can actually be purchased from Arturo and Cleo. Note that unique variants of this weapon won't have all the customization options. With that being said, there are also 6 unique legendary variants of this weapon that can be found throughout the world space. The Patriot, Lovemaker, Adam's Glory, Accelerator, All-American, and the Survivalist Rifle. So put on your problem-solving panties and get out there and find those beauties. This weapon actually has so many attachments, it makes my head hurt like I just sucked on a giant Jolly Rancher for 4 hours. Which I have done. When it comes to this gun, you can make something familiar or you can create something totally unique. It has 15 trigger mechanisms, 13 barrels, 11 stocks, 8 magazines, 6 muzzle attachments, 11 scopes, 12 upper receivers, 12 lower receivers, 16 stickers, and 4 paints to choose from. This is definitely a must-have weapon mod for anyone's playthrough of Fallout 4. I rate this mod one strange guy who likes to punch people directly in the asshole. Take my last box of Smarties, will you, bitch? Oh my god, I'm so sorry! Oh god, please stop, I'm so sorry. Thanks again for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to bitch slap that subscribe button like it's 3 weeks behind on your rent. Bitch! Where's the money, bitch? Where's the money? Where is it? Also, go ahead and hit that bell icon too, because apparently YouTube thought there should be extra steps. Why not, right?
I'd like to subscribe, but first I have to click this and do this. Oh, it needs an email. All right, and this. Okay, fuck. Just tell me when he's uploading. Fuck!
Once you do all that, if you're lucky, at the stroke of midnight, a tiny little Averagebaters fairy might come and tickle your butthole. Also, if you want to see another top 10 similar to this one, then go ahead and click that sexy little icon at the bottom left of the screen. And I hope to see you all again next time for another top 10.